Hey there, YouTube. I wanted to make a video to share something pretty amazing that happened today. Um, I was at a social justice retreat this weekend, UVM's Next Step, which is, there we go, 2010 Next Step. A really, really great opportunity for whoever is from UVM watching this. If you haven't been on it yet, keep it in mind for next year. It was a great weekend, and I was coming back from it. I was in the car with three colleagues and driving back to Burlington, being all exhausted and inspired and thrilled and just wanting to take a nap all at the same time. And I got a call from my mom because we always talk on Sundays. And we were just, having our usual conversation, just checking in on her. It was the first time we talked since she went back home from California. And towards the end of our talk, I randomly asked her, kind of vaguely, how she was doing with how her and my sister were doing in regards to me while she was in California. I asked it kind of like that, and it's kind of vague, but I knew she would understand what I was trying to ask without having to outright ask her. And I was so surprised by her answers. She talked about, that that she doesn't care anymore. And that, I know it sounds really ridiculous for me to be smiling when I'm saying that my mother doesn't care anymore. But she was talking about not caring anymore about what other people thought, and whether what I was doing was right or not. And she said that she kept meeting people, and after an initial kind of nervousness about it, she started talking about having a son, and would correct people that knew that she has two daughters, that no, she has a daughter and a son, and that she was with her son in Burlington, not her daughter. And it was absolutely thrilling to hear her say that. She was describing this dinner or something that they went to with this really nice couple, and they had asked about her visit with me, and talked about me in terms of being her daughter at first. And at first she didn't say anything, and kind of looked at my sister, and she didn't say anything either, and didn't know what to do with it. And then later on it came up again, and the daughter was referenced again, and she decided to kind of correct them because they didn't know, and said, well, actually, my child is trans, and is actually my son, and that's who he is. And this couple just absolutely showered her with appreciation, and said how great it was that, and this is an Armenian couple, which makes it that much more awesome, because she's getting this affirmation from our people, from our community, and they were just saying how great it was that she was accepting me as the person that I am, and that's how it should be. And I don't know, it was so great to hear her on the phone talk about this, and be proud of herself, and just kind of say things like, I just want you to be happy, and that's all I care about. I don't care about the other stuff, and I just want you to figure out what you're going to do with your life, and how you're going to be able to figure out how to stay there, and meaning the States, and be safe and all of that. And otherwise, I have a son and I have a daughter, and that my sister will get used to it too, and that she purposefully corrected people in front of her so that everybody in her life would understand that she has a brother and not a sister, and that she'll start getting the courage to be able to say it that way too. I don't I couldn't describe to her on the phone what that was making me feel like. I wish you could see my face. Um, I wish I could just, I don't know, I wish I could just like transport myself through the phone to her and give her the hug that I've been wanting to give her for such a long time. Um, and she said something about like talking about how, at first she really suffered over this, and she doesn't use that word lightly, but she did. She suffered over this, and she also said, and my son suffered over this too, especially my not accepting him and all this stuff. And I don't know, it was like listening to my mother go talk about her own social justice journey about this process. Um, when I was coming back from listening to a whole bunch of students and colleagues talk about their social justice journeys and what they're going to be doing next, and it was the cherry on top of the weekend, and that cherry is the most important piece of it. My weekend would not have been whole without that phone call. I'm so proud of her. So incredibly proud of her, and I don't know how to describe it better than that. I love her a lot. I need her back in my life a lot more than just visits every year and a half or 2 years. Yeah, thanks for listening.